Haven't gone on a sports cup car since I think like the Eric Jones throwback. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. But we have another one now. And it's the Denny Hamlin number 11 Sports Clips Clash win from the 2024 NASCAR season. So look at that. And that's a race version. This thing's gonna be banged up. It's alright. I can already see the rear end is pretty rough looking. I'm sure that that right side of the diecast also isn't looking too hot. But let's get out of the box. So this was a little bit of a weird one to find. Also, I've just looked at my, I have like a little tote, not tote, like I have a little, like, bin looking, sit down looking bench. I don't even know what you call it. But anyways, I put all my authentics down there with my winner circles. And I've discovered now that I have no room for winner circles. I have to stack them on top of the authentics. It's starting to become an issue now, I've realized. So I kind of wish, we made these winner circle boxes not be as big as they are. But I'm not going to complain too much. I have ulterior methods of storing diecast, I guess. Anyways, here is the Denny Hamlin Clash win. I kind of expected to get this one, but also didn't at the same time. We've gotten the Clash win, I think, every single year so far in Winner's Circle. I have, I think, the Truex one. I have the Hamlin one. I don't have the Logano, though, funny enough. I gotta fact check this laps led thing. Maybe I should do that right now. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'm gonna fact check that right now. Okay, no, actually, that was extremely wrong. He led 58 laps. I don't know why I thought, he only led the last few, but it makes more sense, because he was at the front all day. So yeah, he led 58 laps. It makes sense. Usually the driver who wins the class is actually one of the more dominant drivers of that race. But there we go. Also, my iPad's about to die, so I got 8% to look at all my notes I wrote for this entire diecast. I'm totally good at memorization. I do great on exams like that. It has the messed up rear window. Let's just start with that. Anyways, the Bristol one doesn't. That's the one that doesn't have the messed up window that I know of. Let's just look at the sponsor though. Hamlin, Toyota on the front end, on the windshield, sorry. SportsClips, haircuts, Toyota Camry, the new Toyota XSC, I think, right? I don't know. Anyways, number 11, Joe Gibbs Racing logo there. Sunoco. Goodyear NASCAR Cup Series, number 11. SportsClips, haircuts, Denny Hamlin, FedEx, Interstate Batteries. Pretty empty car, actually. On the deck, you got SportsClips, haircuts, a couple of contingencies, Mac Tools, that hospital sponsor, that sponsored Kyle Busch to 2016 Richmond. Hamlin SportsClips, number 11. SportsClips, haircuts, Toyota Camry, XSE, Toyota logo, Toyota Mobile One, number 11. I did that way too fast, I think. Yeah, this thing is actually scraped up. Yeah, you can just see everything little here. It's pretty nice, though. It's nice to have. I don't think they actually made a clean version of this diecast. I believe this is also maybe they made a clean version, but they don't think they released they didn't release a Gold Series of this car. So this is a Winner's Circle exclusive. Oh yeah, here's the face. No one cares about that, though. So that is a little bit nicer to get in the collection. But yeah, it has seen better days, to say the least. Got a bit of side damage here by the 11. Of course, it sticks out, so that's body to, or car-to-car contact. Skirt, not tire skirt, rear skirt, bottom skirt, side panel skirt. The skirt has a bit of rubbing as well. Nothing else really too much. A little bit of touchy-touchy on the left rear quarter panel. I keep on, when I look at this angle, it looks like there's a bit of something on the left front, but I think that's just the angle I'm looking at. Maybe a couple little scratches there. The front end's been banged in a little bit. You can see it kind of looks like it's pushed in by the Camry logo. Top is pretty clean, actually, as always. Usually you wouldn't expect anything to land on top of this car. The right front has a bit more damage around the fender and the front end. This is a weird-looking white piece here. I'm not completely a fan of that. That kind of looks like the Lumar car from Alex Bowman in 2019. Which is, if I can find it here, it'd be great timing. I think it's covered, though. Crap. Let's see if I can find it over here. Lumar car, where are you? No, actually, can I not find the Lumar car? Oh, here it is, right here. It kind of looks like that black fender skirt that I've also had a Sharpie in on that car, but yeah, slightly weird on that case, but it's fine. A bit of damage on the side panel here, still not that much. Not as much on the other side, just a little skirmish there and there. Right rear tire fender has a bunch of rubbing and car contact there, and same with the right rear quarter panel. And the rear end has been bashed in, likely from getting sent by Logano. Yep. This black, ooh. That's weird, but it's also kind of sick at the same time to see a black 11 with a red outline. A lot of senior rides. It gives me Dale senior rides for some reason. I'm trying to think the last time Denny Hamlin would have a black number 11, but like, I really can't think of one. He had that all black car at Talladega in 2020 spring, but like that still had a white number on it and stuff. Usually you get like a purple or a white number, orange sometimes as well. Or when you had like all the different like FedExes, you had the blue, green, orange, and red, but we've never had a black one, I don't think. So that's pretty cool. Also, with all these nighttime races, they always have these, they always extend this piece of the windshield banner that go down as like a sun visor of sorts. Not the biggest fan of those, but it makes sense, and it's realistic, so it's nice, I guess, right? Still, a pretty nice car. I think we'll probably maybe get a SportsClips car this year if we're lucky. This is the only sponsored Hamlin car I have now that's actually continuing in 2025, because FedEx is gone, Mavis Tires is gone. So, yeah. It's very cool. But actually, speaking of FedEx, here is his Kansas win to compare it to. My first Denny Hamlin action. I now have 3. 1 sec. Oh, excuse me. Although this is from 2023 Kansas win. Here is the different comparison. This comparison, I guess, of it. And the new mold. Which still very much looks like a Camry. But honestly, it's grown on me now. I think I still maybe like this old Camry a little bit better. But the new one is very much starting to grow on me. I'm just waiting for them to call it a Supra. The second they call it a Supra, I'm in love with it. But the fact it's a Camry, it just doesn't make any sense. Still kind of have the same design, actually, on the bottom part of the car here. Even with a different sponsor. Kind of interesting to see that. Oh, it's side skirt. There we go. I know. It's so rare that you can see another car and you automatically know what it is. Weird enough, the mobile one is there instead of TRD. I guess because this is now Toyota Gazoo Racing. Which I think is what they had, like, they had race teams call that or something, or their old racing program was called that. I personally like TRD better, it sounds better, but to each their own. I just don't like the emptiness of this diecast. I think it's very empty. I think the FedEx crew did a good job of making it kind of busy at least a little bit. I guess because they also had this extra SportsClip logo right here. But yeah, it's just a little bit weird at times. But it does seem like a pretty similar livery paint scheme layout. To what they've had previous years. A little bit of differences between the FedEx and the SportsClips car, but overall, when you look at the stuff, it's pretty similar except for maybe where this 11 is and all this black and red over here. So, a very nice diecast to have in the collection, and I think you probably want to pick this one up if you can find it, because I don't think we're going to have this produced. Maybe we will in the Gold Series. I'm just not sure about it. Honestly, this year is going to be a bit of a crap year, I think, for diecast collectors in general, so I'm glad I'm getting some older ones that I can kind of review all those classics I still haven't reviewed yet. But yeah, for the time being, this is what we got, boys. Wave, I guess this is a Wave 2 release, but yeah, these are all going to be 2024 diecasts, basically. I'd be surprised to see when the 2025s or Authentics would come out. They had the first 2 waves planned. I think they might already be reproduced. They just had to ship them over, and that's where it's expensive, which is pretty unfortunate, but it's fine. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Comment, like, and subscribe so you never miss another one of these beautiful, awesome, totally legitimate reviews. And, yeah, goodbye.